Hello everyone, welcome to TawannaSpeaksTV. Hi everyone, I'm Tawanna Kelly, your fear-busting advancement coach. Here on Tawanna Speaks TV, we come to you weekly with topics that help you to overcome those obstacles and barriers that prevent you from succeeding. This week's topic, watch your language. That's right, watch your language. It may sound simple enough, but what you speak out into the universe has an impact, a significant impact on what you internalize and how successful you are. Be mindful of the words that you say each and every day, because whether you realize it or not, what you say every single day impacts how successful you're going to be. It's as simple as that. If you're constantly saying to yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, this will not work, that will never work, what do you think is going to happen? Absolutely. You will never, ever succeed. You will be bombarded with internal messages that this will not happen, this cannot succeed, and you will give up. Every single day, you have to say to yourself, this will work. I can succeed. There are no barriers to what I can achieve. I am the master of my own destiny. These are things you have to say every day and believe. There is power, significant power in words. That's one of the reasons why so many people subscribe to daily affirmations. It works. It's real. Saying daily affirmations actually helps you to internalize those positive messages, and then you begin to believe them. You know how the old saying that people used to say back in the day, what I believe I can achieve? Well, that old saying is very true. You have to believe, and you start the belief with words. It's like someone always telling you, if you had a parent or a spouse or a sibling that was constantly telling you, you can't do that. If you have that spouse, that parent, or that sibling in your ear telling you every day that you can't do this and you can't do that, that will weigh on you heavily, and you'll start to believe, well, I really can't do this. It will never succeed. You will believe that. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's very important that you really pay attention to the language that comes out of your mouth. If you want to be successful, you have to say, I am successful. If you want to be this successful executive, then your language has to reflect that. I'm successful. I will be the executive in the next year. And believe that. Give yourself that time limit. Say you're going to be that executive in the next year or two, whatever is feasible at the time. And you say it to yourself on a regular basis. I will be there. I will be that. That's what I'm going to achieve. And every single day. So watch your language. I want you to eradicate I can't from your vocabulary. I want to eradicate it will not work from your vocabulary. Those are barriers and obstacles to your success. Plain and simple. So if you don't get anything else out of today, remember, watch your language and reaffirm yourself that you will be able to do anything that you set your mind to. You are your own barrier. So your success lies within you. So if your language says that you're going to be successful, your mindset begins to think you're going to be successful, which means then you will start propelling yourself towards being successful, and that becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. It all comes right from your language. Remember that every single day of your life. Eradicate I can't. It won't work. Eradicate that from your vocabulary, because it can and it will. You can be successful. You can achieve anything you want. Just watch the language and believe. Start to say, Change your language. Instead of saying I can't, say I will. I will. Or I am. You'll be surprised at how successful you will be when your language starts to change from I can't or I won't to I can and I will. Try it. Give yourself a month of eradicating can't and won't from your language, and can and will. Replace that. And see how successful things become, how many doors open up for you. I want you to keep that in mind. And then once you've established that for a month, it starts to become habit. And it'll be easy for you to continue that on and on and on. It becomes a mindset. Do not let negative words and thoughts enter into your realm of consciousness. Do not do that. That will stop you from your success. And you don't want any barriers to stop you from your success. You don't want that. You don't want any barriers to stop you from your success. So watch your language. Only say, I can and I will and I am. And watch how things change for you. And it will be rather quickly when things change. People externally will start to see a change in you. Because things will start to happen. Your attitude will change. Your outlook will start to change. Everything around you will start to change if you just change your language. So what are we going to do? We're going to eradicate I can't and it won't to I can and I will and I am. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of TawannaSpeaksTV. I will see you next week. And until then, stay fearless.